While Pathways initially launched in 2018, it didn't fully replace the traditional education program until July 2020. Since then, we've seen four key iterations of the program. Version 1.0 deployed with 10 paths. Version 2.0 followed, reinforcing the ranks with an 11th path, engaging humor, which, funny enough, no pun intended, happened to be my first successful mission into the Pathways program. Version 3.0 then restructured Level 1, forcing our Basecamp managers to operate in two different systems with two distinct Level 1s to manage, causing inevitable confusion. A tactical adjustment was long overdue, especially for our executives managing Basecamp logistics. Now, we all remember the struggles with the old Pathways Basecamp. It was like navigating without a mission briefing. A more streamlined system was critical to ensure executives could execute their duties faster, more efficiently, and with greater accuracy. And now, with version 4.0, I believe we've finally got our coordinates locked in. Now, I'm sure many of you have served in leadership in some form of command structure or been part of a well coordinated operation. But have you ever gone into a mission without knowing the objective? No battle plan? No strategy? That's not an operation. That's chaos. And just like any well run base, Pathways requires a clear chain of command and structure. Today, my objective is to equip you with the essential tools to get your team mission ready. We'll cover login and navigation, the fundamentals, to ensure our base camp managers are properly briefed and ready to execute. Once we've got our coordinates set, I'll walk you through the new command features of this learning management system. What's a learning management system, you might ask? Well, it's a structured way to organize training resources for maximum effectiveness. Well, ideally. Let's just say past versions of Pathways had some logistical failures, and many Toastmasters got lost before they could even report for duty. I'm here to make sure that doesn't happen to you. And of course, since things have changed since the version 3.0, our key objective today will be a deep dive into Basecamp Manager. If you haven't explored it yet, consider this your classified briefing, plus some insider tactics that could give you an operational edge. So gear up, fall in, and get ready to train. Basecamp Manager Bootcamp is about to commence. Attention. To begin, of course, we need to log in. You wouldn't start a mission without checking in at base, right? The same goes for Toastmasters. Head to www.toastmasters.org, your command center for everything Toastmasters. At the top of the page, you'll find the login link, and you click it, enter your email password, and hit login. Just like that, you're cleared for entry. Now, once we're in, we'll land on our profile page. Now, you won't be greeted by the same devilishly handsome face you see here, but you should see something familiar. And here is one of our first major upgrades. Go to Basecamp is now front and center. Previously, we had to choose whether we were entering as a member or a manager, an unnecessary bureaucratic hurdle. If we picked the wrong option, we had to retreat and start over. Frustrating, right? Fortunately, that obstacle has been eliminated, and now it's a direct route to Basecamp. With one click, we're in. No extra decisions, no backtracking, just a direct route to our objective. Once inside Basecamp, we'll see four key tabs along the top. our operational dashboard, pathways and learning, achievements, feedback, and resources. To access Basecamp Manager, simply navigate to the selection menu at the top right of the screen. But it's a restricted area, only visible if you have the proper clearance. And just like that, you're in command. Now, how many of you operated in the old Basecamp? How about the new one? For anyone, the new Basecamp Manager does mirror the old setup, maintaining familiar features and functions. Think of it as an upgraded command center with a new, streamlined layout and improved efficiency. Much like your personal Basecamp profile, the Basecamp Manager has four key tabs. Your first is Approvals. This is the command post for managing approvals, both completed and pending. Any pending approvals will be queued here, ready for review and action. Once approved, they're marked accordingly. Mission accomplished. Our second tab is Member Overview, and this serves as the personnel roster, listing members and their current status, be it path level, highest achievement, completed paths, or even their last recorded speech. And we can easily sort columns, such as the last speech, to identify inactive members who may need that extra little push over the barrier. Our third tab is Paths in Progress, and this can be regarded as our mission tracker, showing each member's active path and their progress through each level. Completed levels are marked with a green check. Clear, simple, mission confirmed. Any incomplete levels will show you how many out of how many are required and give you an accurate representation of how far along each member is in their levels. As well, clicking on a member's name, which are blurred here for privacy, reveals a detailed progress report, including, if they're using it, the speech log and the date of their last speech. If your members aren't using the speech log, I highly recommend they do. It's a tremendous tool, and I speak about it more in my other video. Our fourth tab is Recent Activity, and this tab provides you a 60-day operations log tracking any submissions, approvals, or completions. Many of these updates will also show in your notifications. To access those, click the bell icon in the top right, and this is our alert system for level completions, pending approvals, or any other task requiring action. Clicking a notification will take you directly to the relevant task. As well, selecting View All expands to a detailed mission log. But keep in mind, these aren't just for Basecamp Manager. These are also including updates for your own personal Pathways journey. Clicking Open moves you forward in any sequence. For example, if you were to select Open next to a Level 1 completion, it will take you straight to Level 2. No detours, no delays, just a straight, clear march forward. Now, this isn't redacted. This is a little war room knowledge to give you a potential tactical advantage. If you head to My Clubs in the top right drop-down menu, this being your Intel hub for member activity. Inside My Clubs, we can access individual member profiles. That layout matches our own profiles, giving us a clear view of what each of our members are currently working on. This will help us track progress, offer support, and ensure that no one gets left behind. Here, we can see the members' basic details. And advancing through the terrain, We also have their past and progress, another way to determine where they are and what they're working on. The next section contains achievements, where, once again, the learning feedback will be quite similar to what we see in our own Basecamp profiles. However, if we click certificates in our members profile, it brings up a screen where we can download and print any club member's certificate, enabling us to present it during any club achievement recognition ceremony. This was initially a challenge, as many clubs do like to print their member certificates for member recognition, but it was a function unavailable at launch. However, by last November, this became an active function. And we've all discussed how vital recognition is for club and member engagement. I believe many VP of Educations will be very happy to see this functionality. As well, here's another great tip for any member, not just Basecamp managers or executives. We can now provide feedback directly here in Basecamp. The feedback badges earned by the member are displayed here and can be viewed by anyone, not just Basecamp managers. By clicking here, we can both offer and request feedback from this member, and any feedback they've received will be displayed right here. It's a fantastic way to boost morale, show recognition, and strengthen the overall club spirit. To execute, you can click either button, and we're going to use Give Feedback for our example. And this will take us directly to a Give Feedback pop-up. We start by selecting the club, and if you're in multiple clubs, they will all be displayed here for your choices. And then we choose members. Depending on the club you've selected above, that will populate this members list. And again, you can see the names are redacted for privacy purposes, but you can see checkable boxes that allow us to provide feedback to multiple members at once. For example, if your membership recruitment squad did an outstanding job and we found their efforts in our membership drive to be courageous getting out there in the public, we can select each of those members, give them feedback, and choose the courageous badge below and send it to all of them together, all at once. As well, we also have the option of sending feedback directly to a role taker. For instance, if someone excelled in the role of an eye counter, we can send them a commendation for a duty well executed outside of our usual operations within our club meetings. This extra recognition can be a powerful motivator, fueling member improvement, engagement, and reinforcing a stronger commitment to the club's mission and culture. As well, to make this even more effective, we have the option for visibility. If we select visible to all club members, it will post to the recipient's profile, as we've seen before, and every member can see those accolades. For something a little more top secret, we can choose to send it privately by clicking Visible to Selected Members Only. And naturally, if we can give feedback, we should also have the option to request feedback. Requesting feedback will open a similar window to the Give Feedback, but now we choose who we want feedback from. If we've completed a task and we'd like someone to evaluate it, we can ask them, "How did I do?" It's a powerful tool to recognize exceptional work beyond the call of duty, fueling the advancement of your team, and it's one I strongly recommend utilizing. To access any of your requests, simply click the dossier in the upper right corner and select Requests, and they will all be listed here. I hope this briefing has shown you navigational ease in the new Pathways Basecamp Manager. There truly are fewer obstacles, detours, and rough patches. If you haven't yet deployed on the new Pathways, gear up, gather your troops, and begin your mission today. Thank you for joining me on this Basecamp Manager Bootcamp. If you have any further questions on Basecamp Manager, scan the QR code to the left or just send to the email shown, and I will do my best to find you an answer. If you're in need of Pathways basic training and would like some added info on navigating a path itself, scan the QR code to the right and join me again on Aimcrier Toastmasters YouTube channel for a previously recorded session called Take a Walk with Me, A Journey Through Pathways. And with that said, thanks again. Dismissed.